goes off. Desktop audio goes on. Seeing this? It does.
Alright, the House of Representatives is apparently getting the House Dems apparently are going to be able to see Trump's tax returns or whatever.
Oh shit. We're gonna find out he's not rich.
Alright, I'm going to put my headset back in the charger.
Okay. So I guess let me know when you're in the stream. Infinite Me's. I'm in like sin. Okay. Yeah, this is good. Stuff that's chunky graphics. 50 what? That's a small town. What are they growing all that food for? Seems a third of the population is in school. Or was in school. I'm sure that sounds lovely. the Stonecutters. Oh, Emily Jacobson almost broke the game. Fucking lead artist and designer is a Chad. John Johns. Music Zorch Productions. Oh man, this game's winning just by names alone. I don't recognize any of them. They just sound awesome. Yeah. Slow motion alarm. Whoa. Yeah, put on that flannel. Look before you leap. Help screen can be helpful. Or better yet, read the manual. Thank you. Right-clicking some of the objects in the inventory shows a close-up of that object. Right-clicking on weapons and inventory activates and deactivates them. Weapons, huh? Press escape to bring up menu options. You can combine objects into new objects by clicking and dragging them. Sound levels can be adjusted in the options menu. Green too dark. Try adjusting the options. Try gamma. Use gamma. Fat high school girl up in here. Oh, it's like an idiot.
What? Leave me alone, Steve, or I'll tell Mom on you. Mom's in the kitchen, and if you bug me, I'll call her.
Look, do you know me?
Wish I didn't, 'cause then you wouldn't be my brother, and I'd have your room, and all the presents at Christmas. Though I will soon enough anyway, 'cause you're a lousy rat.
You're my brother?
No duh.
You know him.
Listen, I don't mean to, bug you, but I can't seem to remember anything. Will you please just tell me who you are?
Mom, Steve is bugging me.
Steve, leave Hank alone right now.
Say what? Say what? Say what? Mom's in the kitchen, and if you bug me, I'll call her.
Look,
Wish I didn't.
You're my brother.
No.
Listen, I don't mean to,
Mom! Say what? Say what?
That's a weird-looking television. Come to think of it, this whole place looks totally retro.
What do you mean, retro? All TVs look alike.
Sure, basically. But this is one old-fashioned clunker.
Old-fashioned? It's brand new.
Yeah, but look at the tube. Where's the remote control?
What's that?
Now that I think about it, I can't remember.
And what was that you said about retro rockets?
No, retro. It means... Oh man, I know what I mean. That everything here is wrong. But I can't picture the difference.
Then shut up and quit bugging me. I'm watching my cowboy show.
Have you noticed that your show is in black and white?
What else? Color? On a TV?
Well, I think I've seen a colored television before.
Have not. Quit it or I'm gonna tell.
Hey, look at that. Your mother lets you watch this stuff?
Sure. This is part of history. What made America great. And besides, blood and guts are needed.
Right.
I'm glad you're catching on, Steve. You're not too bad for a lousy rat. Good. Finally.
I'm gonna go kick his ass. Over here.
Well, hello there. How about some cookies? There's plenty of rejects in the trash.
Who are you?
That's a fine way to talk to your mother.
You're my mother?
That's right. Though sometimes I get treated like the hired help around here.
I don't remember you.
Of course you don't. Until you need your socks washed.
No, you don't understand. I can't remember where I am or even who I am.
Land's sake, stop your joshing, won't you? Honestly, Steve, I thought you'd grow up a little after graduation. I only hope that new job will plant your feet on the ground.
So that's my name. Steve.
Your name will be M.U.D. Mud if you don't stop teasing me, young man.
Listen,
name you Mud.
this may sound strange, but I've lost my memory. Do you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious.
Sure, and next you'll be telling me you don't remember Hank and your little sister.
Sister?
Shh, you'll wake her. I just put her down to sleep. If she wakes up, she'll just want to eat again. Darn it, I'm busy, and if you think I'm going to play along with this nonsense, you're crazier than Sparky down at the firehouse.
Fine. Maybe I am crazy. I can't rule that out. Why can't you just help me a little? Is that too much to ask?
Now you've done it. Are you happy? Poor baby. There, there. Did your brother scare you? Let me see. Darn that wasp woman. She's a monster, that's what she is.
Last woman.
Wasp woman?
Tetsuya Crumb is going to hear about this. I want you to go to her house right now and give her a piece of my mind.
I don't know where she lives.
Honestly, you can't miss a house covered with paper nests. Steve, you tell her to mind her own beeswax, or by golly, I'll take it up with the PTA. Or the lodge.
What's the PTA got to do with anything?
Show some respect, Steve. The PTA has a lot of clout in Harvest. We run the charity bake sale, the annual blood drive, and by gosh, we even have ties to the lodge.
Lodge.
What lodge?
The Hall of the Order of the Harvest Moon, Steve. It's just the finest place in Harvest, and the most exclusive.
What's so great about it?
Hard to say, since hardly anyone gets inside. But it wouldn't be so exclusive if it wasn't just wonderful. Just like the new Reynolds dishwasher with their patented auto-dry process, TM. I've never used one, but I know I want it. Instead of sulking around the house all day, why not walk over to the lodge and apply for membership? That's wonderful, Steve. If you got into the lodge, you'd be the talk of Harvest. Stop speaking nonsense, dear. Stop speaking nonsense, dear. Stop speaking nonsense, dear. Harvest is a town unlike any you've ever known.
In what way?
I don't have time to go into it now. Why not take a walk around town and pester someone else? I'm busy. Stop speaking nonsense, dear.
The bake sale is on Friday, and yet you're baking the cookies now.
Never put off till tomorrow what you can do today.
But they'll be stale by then.
That's why I'm throwing them away.
And then cooking more?
To replace the ones I throw out.
Why?
Well, I have to. No one's going to pay to eat stale cookies out of the garbage can.
But you expect me to.
Of course not, Steve. I wouldn't charge you. I'm your mother. Help yourself.
What charity is this bake sale supposed to benefit?
It'll help provide a fund for bums and hobos who wander into Harvest and have no family ties.
Kind of a specific target group, isn't it?
You have to pay attention to detail when dealing with such people.
I don't know what you mean.
You will.
Okay.
The whole thing has been organized by the lodge.
Tell me more about this bake sale. Why is it so important?
As I told you, many unfortunates who come to Harvest end up needing financial help.
Why is that the town's problem?
It's not a problem, so long as those folks are taken care of. It's the will of the lodge. I don't even know what that word means. Ask your father if you don't believe me.
My father.
He's in the other room. He decided to sleep in today. Now, please let me get back to my cookies.
Hank? That kid over by the television?
Your little brother is homesick from school today, and I won't have you scaring him with this amnesia.
Is he really sick?
Look at the show he's watching. Wouldn't you say he's sick? I'd make him stop, but oh, I'm so busy baking cookies for the Harvest PTA charity bake sale. It's on Friday, you know. I hope you're still planning on going.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I need to think.
Honestly, skipping out of a charity affair. What's that mean to you?
I don't know, damn it! That's what I'm telling you!
Don't you dare use that language around me. You're lucky your father didn't hear you. Or Stephanie, for that matter. How do you think she'd feel knowing her fiancé was a guttermouth?
Fiance? This is insane!
Oh, you're not having second thoughts about marrying Stephanie? Is that what this silliness is all about? Pre-wedding jitters?
Can something like that produce amnesia?
Stop this foolishness right now and count your blessings. Stephanie is great at cooking and cleaning.
Oh boy. But what about how is she good at
Stop speaking nonsense, dear. What a thing to say to your mother. Was that an invitation now that your father is out of action?
what?
Yes. Yeah, how about it? Yes.
Maybe later,
Say
dear.
number one,
Right now I
please.
have housework to do. Though you can watch if you want. Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
Oh my god.
I told you I'm busy, Steve. Why don't you talk to him?
Be careful, you can't kill people.
Stop
Don't
speaking nonsense,
attack
dear.
other people.
Stop speaking nonsense. Don't forget to put the papers.
Dr. Freud.
I can't even take those fucking cookies.
If I remember correctly, there is a scene. And you can't fucking I believe there's a cutscene you can unlock with your dad, I guess.
But he's got COVID too.
Fuck that shit.
Hey, Steve, I'm Jimmy James. Remember me?
I guess not.
Hey, how come you haven't been putting the paper out for me in the morning? Well, I don't, you selfish punk. How'd you expect a working Joe to make an honest living? If you don't put the paper out, I'm out of a job.
So what? You don't get paid for picking up papers anyway.
The Sentinel building burnt down. What the heck else am I supposed to do? Listen, start putting that paper out and everything will be Jake, okay? That's all
What
I
is this,
want.
opposite
That and a pair
world?
of
We
sneakers.
got a reverse
Walking this
paperboy
route
here.
every day has worn holes in mine. Say, you got any spare sneakers?
Why, yes I do.
Whoa, that's great. Maybe we could trade.
What could you give me?
You know Miss Whaley and Principal Harold down at the school? Well, I found out they're messing around with each other in the broom closet. I can tell you when they meet and trade you some keys that'll let you catch them red-handed. What do you say? Before I give with the keys, let me see those sneakers.
First the keys, then the sneakers.
Nuh-uh. If you're trying to pull a fast one on me, forget it. You don't get the keys till I see the sneakers. And that's that. See you later, alligator.
Oh shit. Oh my god. He shot the bejesus out of me. Oh no. Alright, that's
I mean,
fine.
can you blame him?
Alright, I gotta remember. It's not right click for moving.
Well, hello?
Who are you?
That...
I don't...
Oh,
No,
oh,
listen.
what a thing to say. Maybe later.
Alright, just locking in that alternate timeline. Lost mouse control. What the hell? Is it tiny now? Does the function button fix this? Options. The save screen.
Oh yeah, that shot there, that's an actual scene from the game.
Alright, yeah, if I minimize it, then it does that. I'm gonna try not to close the window at all. Or you can leave it.
Hey, Steve. Well, how'd you... Listen. Whoa. You know... Before I get... Nuh-uh. See...
Basically where it was before. Phillips said. Missile base, meat plant. Just wasp woman.
Missile base is where the legless guy is at.
Oh shit. Oh, I did the thing again. Fuck. Hold that there. Missile base.
Believe me, you want to save the day.
I didn't save. I'm gonna make a second one just so that I know.
Oh, who goes there?
They tell me my name is Steve.
All right. This section 21.
Some call me.
Keep your distance, son. I wouldn't want to have to blow your head off.
That makes two of us.
So you're the amnesiac, huh? Just
When it
another
gets around,
dodging
I think
ploy, the way
talked
I
to
see
my
it.
mom.
But at least you're not an alien. You see the shit every now and then. Sometimes swell bags one in the woods.
Who are you?
Colonel Buster Monroe, commander of the Harvest Nuclear Missile Installation, keeping America safe from those who would dye a flag red, white, and pink.
These are nuclear missiles?
Goddamn right they are. Every one of them ready to rain death on the Ruskies. All I gotta do is hit the button and blammo! The price of vodka goes through the roof. Along with the vodka.
Well, I suppose you have, you know, safeguards against accidents?
Safeguards? Don't be such a weak sister. There are no safeguards. This is the 50s.
Then you have sole control of the, missiles.
That's right. Been in charge here since WW2.
Standing out in
I
the
got
open,
my
like
lower
giant
torso shot off in the war.
phallic monuments.
Those pantywaists in Washington wanted to stick me behind a desk. To hell with that. They owed me. I left my legs in Dusseldorf. They owed me. Of course, they felt that after the trauma of having to crawl from Germany to England trailing my intestines behind me, I was too emotionally unstable to continue in the military. That's why they gave me this nice cushy job and put me in charge of the nuclear missiles.
Yeah, this guy's got the boring missile launching job.
I don't follow. I don't follow. Why are you asking about the button, son?
I'm just a little nervous about it. I mean, suppose an accident happens.
Don't get your panties in a bunch, mister. The button is perfectly safe. I keep it on my person all the time.
Oh my god.
No commie bastard is getting his mitts on this button. No siree, Bob. No one initiates a nuclear holocaust in Harvest except me. Now, doesn't that make you feel better? Frankly, all these questions are making me a little suspicious of you. Maybe you're one of those pink-blooded Americans. Can you give me any reason why I shouldn't shoot you right now? I appreciate your honesty, comrade.
Oh my god! Oh my god, I just ended the world! What the Wow. I was just trying to make a joke about I was trying to make a joke about his orgasm face, but that's the save where I blew up the world. All right.
Oh, who goes there? All right.
That...
So you're the amnesiac, huh? Just another draft-dodging ploy the way I see it.
Who are you?
Colonel?
These are nuclear missiles?
Goddamn right they are. Every one of them ready to rain death on the Ruskies. All I gotta do is hit the button and blammo! The price of vodka goes through the roof. Along with the vodka.
Well, I suppose you have, you know, safeguards against accidents?
Safeguards? Don't be such a weak sister. There are no safeguards. This is the 50s.
Then you have sole control of the, missiles.
That's right. Been in charge here since WW2. When I... That's what... I don't follow. I don't follow. Aside from your commie bastard, your alien from another planet is the greatest threat to our democratic way of life. Did you know that 90% of sightings occur within the area of military installations? Hell, I shoot at them whenever I see their ships fly over. But my bullets ping harmlessly off of their hulls. I suspect those things operate out of the lodge. Just try to convince anyone in Harvest of that.
Won't you try
I
the
tell
new-
you, son, a nuclear holocaust would be preferable to a takeover by big-headed aliens from Pluto. Lucky for us, I'll be making that call when the time comes. I don't follow. I don't follow. I don't follow. I don't follow. Son, when you've had your body shot in half, you know a thing or two about fear. You learn that when something actually happens, it's never as bad as you imagine it would be. Oh, sure, I can't write my name in the snow. I had to shell out a few simoleons for portable IV drips, colostomy bags, and so on. The pain is hardly what I'd call constant. I have my good days when I pass out completely. We're never asked to endure more than we're capable of handling, mister. Folks would die in a nuclear holocaust, but nobody would die who wasn't going to die anyway, sooner or later. And the rest of us? Why, we'd take a little R&R at the old radiation bunker, climb out in 2 weeks, and go back to work, refreshed and ready to contribute as productive members of society again. Makes me wonder why I don't just push the take me a nice vacation. Can you give me any reason why I shouldn't?
I don't just push the button.
All right, soldier. You talked me into it. Unfortunately, there's only room in my shelter for one.
That's the same scene.
Yeah, that option also.
I thought it was gonna just be short of the fucking headshot. Man, this guy doesn't fuck around.
Oh!
Then
Those penny... That's one...
of course they wouldn't have given you the, button if you were really, oh, say, emotionally unstable.
Of course not. I was given a full exam by my captors in the concentration camp. I was captured during my second penetration behind enemy lines. A year after I lost my lower torso. It was quite thorough.
What did it say?
I don't know. I can't read German. Okay, yeah, you can't get shot in two equal but separate portions without feeling a little down. Who wouldn't? That doesn't mean I'm unbalanced. A little lighter, maybe, but my balance is fine. Still, is it abnormal to harbor doubts late at night when your boots in the corner mock you? Is it sick to want to poke them in their eyelets and rip out their laughing tongues? Then you feel bad, and you invite them under the covers with you, but will they come? Oh no! Spit and polish, trump, a long, long way to Tipperary, especially when you're waddling on your hands. Get some gloves, they say, in their high-pitched little voices, and snicker in the bootlocker, talking to my jockstrap behind my back. They all deserve a good nuclear holocaust.
Oh my god, I thought he was gonna do it again.
I don't follow. I don't follow. Remember,
Getting out of here. Probably this one. Yeah, there's wasps.
It's not often that I get visitors. I am Tetsuo Crumb. The ignorant of harvest called me the Wasp Woman. A pejorative, no doubt, born of fear and a poverty of imagination.
I don't understand.
The politics of honey, the Judeo-Christian rites of sacrifice and conventional taboos against unbridled pleasure are all responsible for the prejudice against wasps. When a bee stings, it rips itself apart and dies for its audacity. This appeals to those raised worshipping a god that demands sacrifice and atonement. But the wasp is promiscuous. They are not as sympathetic to the
wasps
masses
are sting
because
sluts.
they don't die when they sting. They live to sting another day, and they take pleasure from it. A triviality.
I get so excited.
A triviality. A triviality. Yes, a great deal of pleasure. The wasp is a sensual being, not a laborer, hedonistic instead of industrial. Some think them quick to anger. In truth, they are easily swayed to ecstasy. They penetrate your flesh, and the muscular contractions in their thorax as they pump venom could be likened to the muscular contractions of ejaculation. Each painful welt, an act of love. A triviality. A triviality.
Thing again.
A triviality. A trivial.
Alright, well, I tried to yell at her about the baby thing. Wait, wait, wait. I was too ready to throw down, but I missed that cutscene. Oh my god. Oh my god, she was like half wasp. That's what she gets. Let's put it on the table. She didn't drop loot? I've saved this time.
I told you I'm busy, Steve. Why don't you talk to Hank or... Did you hear? Someone exterminated the wasp woman. Exterminated. Got it? Oh my, I used to be such a card. Everyone in the Glee Club thought so. Oh, I haven't lost it, have I?
Wasp woman?
Tetsuya Krum is going to hear about this.
I don't know where she
Honestly, you can't miss a house. Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy.
People fucking crazy. It's a hot take.
Can I help you, dear?
Who are you?
This is Phelps General Store, so who would that make me? Maybe you need to go back to Geen Memorial and have Miss Whaley teach you about logic.
I'm fuzzy on a lot of things these days. My memory's gone.
Pshaw, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious, I need some help.
Well, they say a sharp blow to the head is a good thing for amnesia. In which case, I'd recommend Miss Whaley again. Then again, they say a good scare can jog the memory. In which case, I'd advise you to visit the Sergeant at Arms over at the lodge. That man gives me the willies. Speaking of willies, how's your father?
Don't know. Haven't seen him.
Care to buy anything today? Just point to whatever you want. I'm a little hard of hearing.
Wrench. Horn. It's the only one that had a price.
Care to buy anything? Okay, dear. Come back. Hello, Steve. Care to buy? Just point to... Hello, care to... Just...
Go away.
Steve, he always was a killer.
I use it at 25 cents.
Hello, Steve. Care to buy? Just hello, Steve. Care to buy? Just hello, Steve. Care to buy anything today? Just
But it says I have to pay her first. That's like, just point out what you need. I don't understand what to do. How do I give her 25 cents? I have 25 cents. Can't click on the register.
hello, Steve. Care to
Alright, look it up. My God. Let's see. Fucking spoilers. Still watching? Will.
Yeah.
okay, dear. Come back.
Still watching.
You know how to give money?
now. Look out.
Well, oh,
Okay. What was those?
Hello, Steve. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sheriff Dwayne, and this here's Loomis.
Pleasure, I reckon.
Then we haven't.
This sheriff is a.
Of course we have. But I heard about your alleged amnesia and figured I'd play along.
Shit.
I sure hope this is just a prank and not the start of some insanity plea. Keep your nose clean, or you'll wind up in jail, and that's no place to hold a wedding. Say what? Say what? Why do you want to break your poor mama's heart with all this amnesia bunk?
I'm telling you the truth. Why won't anyone believe me?
Well, you've always been a kidder, Steve.
Yeah, so everybody keeps telling me.
Boy, you need to stop all this funning and get serious. You've got a wedding coming up soon. Heck, you should be thinking about your career and about joining the lodge.
What is this?
I don't mind telling you, I'd never get anything done if not for the lodge's efforts. To join the Order of the Harvest Moon is the highest dream of everyone in Harvest. Like I said, unless you get an application on the first day of the month, you're generally out of luck. Stop by the post office and talk to Postmaster Boyle. You never know. He might have a spare application laying around. Amnesia or no, you can't have forgotten you're about to marry the prettiest little thing in Harvest. I think you and Stephanie are perfect for each other. I just hope her father's disappointment doesn't spoil everything.
Disappointment?
Mr. Potsdam wants to hold the wedding in the lodge, but he'll never get in. Like all the rest, he's always hanging around the post office the first day of the month, waiting for Boyle to bring out that month's lodge applications. And there's always a long line, never enough applications to go around, and even if you do get an application, chances are you're right out of luck. Fewer called to the order and even less accepted. And Potsdam, well, they've turned him down so many times, unless he does something radical, he'll never get in. Crime-wise, nothing much has happened in Harvest since the newspaper fire. Oh, sure, every week or so we get the odd transient dropping dead, but other than that, it gets pretty slow around here. Sure, you remember. The Sentinel building burned down about 6 months ago.
That's what I'm telling you, Sheriff. I don't remember anything. Why won't you believe I have amnesia?
Well, you've always been a kidder, Steve. Anyway, the fireman said the fire was caused by arson. I never caught the perp, though.
But we found the gas can that was used. Yes, sirree, Bob. It's in the evidence room.
Loomis, that's classified. Darn it.
How many times you gonna have to tell me to keep my mouth shut, I wonder? Sorry, boss.
You've got the gas can in the evidence room? Did you dust it for prints?
I guess I didn't do my darn thinking good.
You've been watching too much TV, Steve. Heck, who can make out all those curvy lines anyhow? No, it's sitting in there gathering dust, clean as the day we found it. Just in case I ever need a spare gas can. That case is closed, Steve. Say what? Say what? Say what? Stop on by. That's the evidence room, where we store items lifted from crime scenes. It's kept. That's the evidence.
Can't get on this. I can't fight the sheriff. And I certainly cannot fight the deputy.
Please, look at the mess. They've done wonders with the upstairs bedroom, but this garage defies color coordination.
Jesus.
Hello, Steve. Welcome to the House of Flame, as we like to call it. Oh, cut it out, Spots, honestly. Once he gets barking, a good piece of meat is the only way to shut him up.
This is about to be really homophobic, ain't it?
There you go, Spot. So, Steve, bet you don't
We
remember
loaded up
me.
a video
Heard about
of
that
like 2
short
seconds
in the old
of just
wiring.
looking at his chaps.
I'm Fire Marshal Sparky, head of your fire department. Please, it's not the subject, it's the process. Don't be such a party pooper. We're talking about art. Besides, we haven't had a fire in Harvest since the newspaper building burned
all you guys
down.
do? Why aren't you
So I'll
better?
admit that the Wasp Woman's place is one big accident waiting to happen. Isn't that right, Spots?
Now that's my question. Is that's all you do all the time? Why are you better? And yeah, do you think you can do better than that?
A
Yes.
dreadful affair. You wouldn't think
He's
that a
not even
brick and
painting his
steel
ass.
building with a
That's what he
sprinkler
drew. The
system
guy's
could
looking
go up that
right at
quickly.
him.
Oh, please. Dwayne was glad enough to see the thing go up, and so was McKnight. If you could get into that safe in his wall... Forget it. Look, Steve, as far as I know, the fire was an accident. Let's just leave it at that. Now don't you go moving.
They loaded a video where the guy didn't move an inch.
Come again? Come again?
I knew that was what he said.
Bye-bye. I don't converse on the job, Steve. I don't converse on the job, Steve.
Who's playing the fucking theremin? We got 2 fireplaces in this fire department. Know your enemy, I guess. I heard a car accident. Guess that wasn't important. Yeah. The fire department didn't do jack shit. They're right there.
Stephen,
Who are you?
I am Daniel Moynihan, mortician and proprietor of the Wayward Hotel.
Most people ask me why I don't remember their names.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
Well, fuck.
Besides, as one who deals with the dead, I try not to involve myself in the affairs
Always
of the
were a
living.
kidder, Steve.
Your loss of memory is of no concern to me, true or false. Ironic, considering my recent involvement in a charity event.
What are you talking about?
My complaints were central to the scheduling of the upcoming Harvest Bake Sale. I'm gratified the Order of the Harvest Moon got involved. The proceeds will certainly help cover my losses. It seems that, like some elephant's graveyard, people of low station come to Harvest to die. They simply drop dead, penniless, and they all need burials. God knows, by putting these people up at the Wayward Hotel, I do more than my fair share. So why must I pay for the coffins and burial materials as well? My losses to the dead are substantial. Hopefully the bake sale will offset some of them. As owner of the only hotel in town, I do my best to accommodate any hobo who straggles into town vacancies. I really don't recall. We get so many low-life dregs passing through here, I can't remember every little death that occurs.
Huh. Are there that many?
As I said, sliced open on a mortician's slab, every corpse looks the same. Red and juicy.
But surely you'd remember if these deaths were an unusual occurrence.
You sound like you're launching some sort of investigation, Stephen. That would be most unwise. You're spouting gibberish. You're spouting gibberish. You're spouting gibberish. You're spouting gibberish. I'd say it's been a pleasure, but I find...
Company of the Living. Vampire. Huh.
Why should I care about that?
Leave.
Hello, Steve. How's the husband-to-be?
Other than having no memory, I guess I'm alright.
All right. You should be ecstatic, considering what you're getting into, if you haven't gotten into it already. Speaking of which, I heard Stephanie was grounded. Her daddy's worried about getting his meat. Though if I were him, I'd be more concerned about Stephanie getting some meat.
Right. And you are?
You always were a kidder, Steve. I'm Mr. Johnson, remember? Glad you stopped by. Just got finished waxing the tucker. I could use a little relaxation. But since Edna's not here, I might as well talk to you. Heck of an automobile, isn't she? Damn shame I have to sit out here and watch over her all the time. But if I didn't, those stupid kids might scratch her up playing ball. Don't see why not, but don't touch her. I'm mighty particular about my tucker. I had the garage remodeled like a fortress, so I could lock her up at night and get some sleep.
I'm sure she's safe enough inside.
A few months back, someone broke into my house, trying to get into the garage. I had to gripe like hell before the sheriff agreed to start the evening patrols and instigate the curfew. Speaking of Stephanie, I still haven't gotten an invitation to the wedding yet.
I don't have anything to do with that.
That's okay. Personally, I'd prefer a pass to the honeymoon. You could use the back seat of my tucker for the maiden voyage. It's plenty big, believe you me. I'd drive you around, and I wouldn't look in the back seat, I guarantee it. Though if you'd like to come up front and take the wheel a while, I wouldn't say nay. I don't take your meaning. Bye now.
Like, is this guy horny as fuck or what? Can I watch you poke your wife?
And then maybe you could tag me in, bro.
I mean, if you let me poke a little bit, I mean, yeah, like, innuendo is outrageous. I would probably would like say, yeah, if I'm not busy, fucking my mom in the ass later,
I'm not fuck with this car. Oh shit, he's fighting back. He's fighting back. Alright! No! I hit him so many times.
How many fucking times you hit him?
Especially at the beginning. I've had him like in the corner. He just has better reach than me. So if he wants to, he'll win every time. I need an advantage. Fuck you. Like, go in this house. Guess not. Oh, I know who that guy is now.
There he is, my future son-in-law. And how's he doing today? What brings him to the Potsdam household, huh? Huh?
What the fuck is that?
What a card.
Would I kid about something like that? Why won't you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Your mother just telephoned us about your latest shenanigans. Isn't that right, Mrs. Potsdam?
Sure did, Mr. Potsdam. You little rascal.
Imagination's a swell thing to have, in small amounts. Man needs to keep his feet on the ground, especially if he's getting married. Tell me, is your father feeling better? Is he going back to the slaughterhouse anytime soon? Meat is the foundation of any decent society. Everyone needs at least 3 servings of red meat a day. And anyone who says otherwise is a comic. And once you're married to Stephanie, I'll be part of the family too. And your father will give me all the meat I want. Kind of makes up for not getting into the lodge. Stop mumbling, Steve. I can't understand you at all. Stop mumbling.
Why are you so anxious?
There's wonders inside. I've heard there's more meat in there than they know what to do with.
Meat.
Now that you're of age, Steve, you might go down to the post office and fill out a lodge application. They're always looking for new blood. Well, don't look at me. Mrs. Potsdam wants Stephanie to study hard for her finals. If it was up to me, you could go straight upstairs, but you know, the little woman. We'll have to ask her permission to see Stephanie.
Seriously bad.
Sorry, Steve. The last thing I want to do is upset you and your father before the wedding. Not with the meat at stake.
90% lead.
You will remind
water.
your dad about the meat. Won't you?
I don't know.
Hello, Steve.
It's a theremin
Have you flossed
again.
today? Well, Stephanie is grounded, Steve.
Why?
I'm sure I don't know. Mr. Poston has sent her to her room, and in her room she'll stay until Mr. Poston says otherwise. Probably until the wedding.
We're talking to her husband in third person.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Sex? I don't know.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Mr. Poston feels there's too much at stake to allow Stephanie to run around loose.
She doesn't want to get married either, huh?
Are you saying you don't want to marry my daughter?
I don't know your daughter, Mrs. Potsdam. Why is she grounded? Afraid she'll run away before the wedding?
No! She's as delighted as we are about the wedding, every bit as delighted as we are. But she might get hit by a car, or a falling piano, or who knows what. Mr. Poston wants us all to be one happy family, and he doesn't want to risk anything happening at the last minute. Not a chance, Steve. Mr. Poston, if you'd like to see her, it's fine with me. Go upstairs and turn right. Now, excuse me. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Give my regards to... Hello? She's upstairs.
Yeah, that's the best.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Really?
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Give my regards to your parents.
It's like nothing to grab.
You only really get, I think you only really get what the game is about at the end of it.
Oh, this looks like some room or something I can get. Orlu. Use disinfectant, not to be used for baking cookies. I better ask Stephanie about these.
Why? Ugh.
You told me you didn't do this.
Are you making some kind of point?
What do you have to?
Are you making some kind of... Are you making... Are you making... Who are you? What are you doing in my room?
Haven't you heard? We're getting married.
So, you're the one. Steve, isn't it?
You mean you don't know me?
I mean, I don't know anyone. I don't remember anything. How many times do I have to say it?
Just one, Stephanie, because I can't remember a damn thing either.
Really? Oh God, I thought it was just me.
You're not alone. Can you tell me what's going on here?
Those people downstairs have locked me in my room. They say I'm grounded until the wedding. They claim to be my parents.
Like those people.
I can't dispute it because I can't remember for sure one way or the other, but it doesn't feel right. I believe you. Maybe some of these people believe you too. Maybe they're playing dumb.
Why?
Maybe they're responsible. Either way, something really weird is going on here. I've got to escape, and so do you. Because in a way, whether you know it or not, I think we're both grounded.
Escape?
Harvest is a prison, Steve. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Of course I'm right. You're not making sense. You're not making sense. You're not making sense. Everything in Harvest seems to revolve around this damned lodge, this Order of the Harvest Moon. They're responsible for this insane bake sale that's coming, and for the Harvest Blood Drive, too. When people talk about the lodge, it's always in this hushed, reverent tone. Mom keeps telling me that women can't join, but she keeps pressuring me to get you to join.
She's not the only one who wants me to sign on with the lodge.
That's probably the worst thing you could do.
You think the lodge is some kind of trap?
I think all of Harvest is a trap.
If that's true, maybe joining the lodge is the way out.
Look, why not explore the town a little? I can't get out of here, but if I could, that's what I'd do. Maybe you can figure out what's happening here without going anywhere near the lodge.
You're really afraid of the lodge, aren't you?
I look at that building, all lit up at night, and I get scared.
I mean, look at the damn thing. Seem like a harmless bunch of Masons to you?
Come back and visit me soon.
Alright, where haven't I gone? Mortuary. TV station. Lodge. Post office, barber shop.
Damn it. Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work.
Oh shit. It's wasted health. I didn't know that's what it was. this guy again.
Young man, we really have nothing to say to each other. I have the feeling your image shall soon adorn my slab, and I'd rather not know the face of the meat I'm slicing. You know, I seem to have misplaced a ledger. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? How strange. You're the only visitor I've had in days. I can't imagine what else could have happened to it. Perhaps the dead walk again, and they're hungry for literature. At any rate, should any of them show those ledgers around, they'll wish they'd stayed in their graves. You're spouting gibberish. You're spouting gibberish. I'd say it's been a pleasure, but I find... You can't have that, Stephen. I need it for my work. And may I say...
I was only gonna borrow it. Security. Like what? Money?
I'm afraid that's not good enough. I need that glue for my work. You must present me with something...
He wants to.
Why should I care about that?
It's your pussy.
Steve, how's your father? Is he better?
About the same, I guess.
He's been away from work for weeks, and when I call your house, your mother won't let me talk to him.
I haven't seen him either.
This is a fine kettle of fish, I must say, though I am glad to see you taking an interest in the business in your dad's absence.
Who are you?
Aw, Steve, I didn't want to believe that amnesia hokum. Now you're saying you don't remember your pal Pat O'Reilly?
Look, I'm not kidding about the amnesia. Why won't anyone believe me?
Well, you always were such a kidder, Steve.
Funny how that's beginning to sound like a stock answer. Like it was coached.
You sure are acting like a kidder, son. With your dad ill, you're gonna need to start behaving like an adult, especially if you're gonna take over the family business. What exactly is wrong with your dad?
I don't know. I can't get in to see him.
You may come to realize that this business is not for everybody. Just ask your poor, ill dad. It takes dedication and a strong stomach. A lot of times, when I'm finished scrubbing up and digging the bits of intestine out from my fingernails, I must confess I don't have much appetite for red meat. But red meat is one of the principal food groups, and you've got to have it. So when you can do this all day and help yourself to a juicy red steak afterwards, then by golly, you can call yourself a butcher. Of course, amnesia would certainly help that, wouldn't it?
Come to think of it, I don't see any cattle around here. Where do you keep the animals?
Does it matter? The end product is all the customer cares about, Steve. And we only carry the finest meat, only the juiciest cuts. Once you take over the business, you'll realize the importance of maintaining quality while cutting costs. We know what we're doing here, Steve. If we didn't, would the lodge use us to cater their affairs? Your father's very particular about the profits, Steve. No freebies for anyone. But seeing how you're his son, if you'll bring written permission from your father, I'll give you the meat. The Order of the Harvest Moon sponsors a weenie roast on the lodge grounds every summer, which we cater, though they tend to get their meat elsewhere the rest of the year.
I wonder why.
Heck, the best way to find out is to sign up with them. They're a great organization, Steve. They do wonderful work, just like us butchers. They do what needs to be done and expect nothing in return.
Then how do they support themselves? Membership dues?
From what I hear, the work is its own reward.
What's with all the cats? This a slaughterhouse or a kennel?
Oh, them? They eat the scraps, that's all.
Yeah, but look at them. Isn't there some kind of health department that keeps tabs on these things?
Are you going to work at the health department, Steve? Or here? Maybe I get sick of do-gooder busybodies sucking around here all the time. A man's up to his elbows in guts all day, every day. What more do they want from him? Don't read you, Steve. Don't be such a stranger, Steve.
Barbershop might have some useful stuff.
Howdy, Steve.
Yeah. Howdy back, Mr.
Pete Swell, Steve. Don't you pull my old leg now. Change your mind about that aluminum siding?
What are you talking about?
I really think you should talk your father into buying some. He can afford it. And I can't stress enough the value of some really fine aluminum siding. Keeps it warm in the summer, cool in the winter, and it keeps out the sheep. Pastorelli ought to look into some, but I can't get him to understand a word I say. Pastorelli's a rube from way back. Ask Clem Parsons how he followed up with the alarm system in here. I'm a plumber. I could fix it for him, but he just won't listen. Well, I seen the end coming for the aluminum siding game, so I took a mail course and learned how to be a plumber. Now, there's a business that never lets up. You'd be surprised what people flush down the toilet. Stop funning around now. Nice to...
Hello there, youngster. You see them aliens I was telling you about? Well, they came back last night. Cut another crop circle in my south field.
How come I never seen none of them saucers, Clem?
Them aliens is wild, Pete. You don't cross the intergalactic void without learning a trick or two. You know what Pastorelli did? Yesterday, he gets an alarm system to protect his pole. Only he don't know how to rig it, so now it's all awry.
Did they know about separate galaxies in the 50s? I don't even know. Clicking not working.
I can't talk now, son. I'm busy. Danged if I follow you, Steve. Anytime.
Yes?
I need some help, Mr.
Postmaster Boyle, what can I do for you today? Sorry, youngster, we're out of applications right now.
Come on, you must have one around here somewhere.
Well, I do have the master, but you can't write on that. And I only make copies once a month, on the button, regular as clockwork. It's not the effort, son. It's the principle. We must adhere to our standards. They're all that stand between civilization and chaos. I'm sorry, you'll just have to come back in a month, same as anyone else. And even then, I can't guarantee you'll get an application. The line is always long, and there are never enough to go around.
It's very important that I get in quickly.
That's what they all say. Postmaster Boyle, I'll just die if I don't get into the lodge. I can't make an exception, young man. It just wouldn't be right. Next time you post, don't forget the zip code.
Steve, good you drop by, big guy. Haven't
You could say that.
Good, good. That's a nice part of my job. Turning fine young men and women out into the world, and then watching them prosper. Of course, I was able to reach more people at the old Sentinel, God bless her. But then again, I never got to see the results of my work up close before.
Who are you?
You know very well I'm Mr. Harrell, the principal of Gain Memorial. Steve, I've heard about this amnesia nonsense. I had hoped you'd be in the lodge by now, fine young fellow like yourself. But now, I think maybe you need a little more quality time.
What do you mean, quality time?
Some, like Miss Whaley, favor stern discipline, corporal punishment, as a means of socialization. Myself, I temper discipline with love. Quality time can be such a warm, sharing experience. After just a few sessions, you'd stop this amnesia nonsense and become a productive member of society and a fit candidate for the lodge. Big guy, barring some quality time, the greatest gift I can bestow upon you as your former principal is a word of advice. Join the Order of the Harvest Moon at any cost. Within the lodge lies your future, and without, dust.
Dust.
Oops, you just lost me. Oops, you just lost me.
Why do you keep calling me big guy?
A sign of respect, lad. As principal, my station is higher than yours now, but you never know what the future holds, so you should always hedge your bets and pay tribute to your inferiors. You never know who will come to power, or who, even now, wields it behind the scenes. For all I know, you might already be a member of the Order, with access to the lodge. If that were the case, you'd be my superior, and I'd be all that much better off having shown you respect and spent some quality time with you. Drop in again soon.
My goodness. Class, this is Stephen. He used to be a student here at Keene Memorial. Say hello, class. They're reticent. The educator's gravest problem today is the apathy of the students.
What's wrong with their
heads? I can tell you in one word, Stephen. Discipline. Thank goodness you weren't a sulky bear. You were always a smiley bear.
Then, you remember me?
Not as such. So many pupils, Stephen. They come and they go. But I can always spot those who were nice boys. You can tell from the forehead. The lobes, right, class? I'm glad you stopped by, Stephen. Would you care to say a few words to the class about civic responsibility?
Not really. I was just passing through.
Oh, but you must, Stephen. A positive role model might be just the thing to inspire these little monsters. Stephen, have you any questions for me? Or shall I continue with class? Ask away then. We don't follow, do we, class? We don't follow. We don't follow, do we, class?
Can you tell me
Harvest was founded by the Order of the Harvest Moon about 100 years ago.
for what purpose?
Why, I'm sure you'd have to ask them. You'll find the members of the Order at the lodge.
This lodge. What do you know about it?
The building itself, like Harvest, was constructed with a specific purpose in mind. That noble intent is known only to those within the Order. You're at about the right age to join them, Stephen, and you will do so if you care about your future. We don't practice corporal punishment here. I've never believed in that old adage, spare the rod and spoil the child. A rod is too thin, but a baseball bat? That bridges the generation gap quite nicely.
Oh my god.
Oh dear, Colonel Monroe is conducting another air raid drill. Everyone into the hallway, quick!
If an A-bomb hits, what good is it gonna do to duck and cover?
Oh, fuck.
My stars, that was exciting. We don't follow, do we, class? Stop by any time, Stephen.
He's fucking the only good one. Drinking all the good water.
Hi, what's your name?
Karen,
What are you doing?
playing. My mom is working, so I gotta stay out of her hair. Wanna play?
Not now, maybe later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Oh, Steve, what are you doing sneaking up on me like that? God, for a second I thought you were Mr. Johnson. What would you like to order? Sure. And my name's Edna Fitzpatrick. I'm not the one with amnesia.
Then you believe?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I guess I've changed. I'm not kidding.
Now, Steve, faking amnesia won't help anything. If you don't want to marry Stephanie, then don't. But don't play sick. I'd expect that from Karen, not an 18-year-old. You've met Karen, my 8-year-old. Other than the diner, she's all I have. There isn't a nicer girl in Harvest than Stephanie, Steve. You should be grateful that she's promised you her hand. Honestly, you men are so childish.
I don't know what it is about marriage that turns even the bravest man into a coward. I was going to marry Karen's father when he just up and ran out on me one night. I heard that he joined the lodge, but if he did, I never saw him come out again. Even Sheriff Twain wasn't able to find out what happened to him. Mr. Johnson has a liking for me. I'd call it a crush, but that's too innocent a word. He's a bitter man with too much time on his hands. He's never gotten over being rejected by the lodge, and there's something unwholesome in the way he looks at me. I'm always glad when the sheriff comes in every day at noon. Stop by anytime.
Hello there, Steve. Here for
No, just here looking around, though I'm not entirely sure where here is.
Oh, I forgot. You're playing your little amnesia prank. Well, boy, this is DNA's Diner. Isn't that right, Edna?
Don't listen to Sheriff Twain. This is Edna's Diner. But ever since the E burned out on the sign, they've been giving me a hard time.
Now, don't be like that, Edna. It's a great place to eat, which is good, since it's the only place to eat in Harvest. I understand you witnessed Miss Whaley's dispensing a little discipline at the school, and she thinks you may be feeling a mite bent about it. You need to forget about it, boy. I don't interfere in school discipline. I leave that to the professionals. Heck, there isn't a psychiatrist around who'd disagree about what a calming influence a dent in the head can be. You can't argue with science, Steve. It's bigger than all of us. Stop on by any time.
Bye-bye.
Stay tuned, buckaroos. There's more to come. So don't go away. And what's your name, hombre?
Steve.
Steve's a swell name. My dog's name is Steve. Would you like my autograph, Steve? You'd want to talk to Mr. McKnight, buckaroo. I'm just Range Rider, the cowpoke's cowpoke. You gotta excuse me, youngin'. I gotta ski-daddle to the watering hole and back before the commercial's over. Violence? What about it? What red-blooded American doesn't? Nothing like an exploding head to get the blood pumping. Literally, that is.
Even so, do you think society pays a heavy price for the violence in the media?
Of course they pay a heavy price. Just look at the net profits. They'll line up around the block to see a good slaughter. Now, excuse me, we're going back on the air.
Hey, Sport. This is a private office.
Yeah, I know, Mr.
McKnight. I own and operate this station. Have you brought me some news for tonight's broadcast, or...
I've lost my memory. That's news.
The hell it is! You always were a kidder, Steve. Any real news to tell me?
Actually, I was just wanting to know more about the TV station.
Hey, WHAR is the only television station in Harvest. Since the old Sentinel went under, what with the newspaper building burning down and all, we're golden. Nobody competes with us, Sport. partners. I run the whole show solo, pal. Now that's interesting. The ledger to the hotel matched the ledger to the mortuary. Looks like the checkout time at the Wayward Hotel is right away. Do not disturb sign notwithstanding. Thanks for the tip-off, sport. I'll run it on tonight's broadcast. What makes you think I give a shit about that?
Something.
Oh, man. Damn it.
Big whoop, Steve.
Stop wasting my Stop wasting my time. Stop wasting.
Well, that didn't work. Okay. Oh, man. Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work.
Only initiates may enter the Hall of the Order of the Harvest Moon.
Did you say something?
I did not speak, but my mind touched yours.
Telepathy? But how?
Only those who seek enlightenment want my attention. Do you hunger for true knowledge? There are always obstacles. You must first fill out an application to be considered for initiation into the mysteries. Members of the Order are privy to many hidden truths.
Such as?
They know what the trees whisper to the wind to make it howl. They know what the worm knows as it squirms in a rotting leg. They know what you've forgotten. When you find the path, truth will be revealed to you. When you possess the truth, you will know what you knew. And if anything remains forgotten, then it was never worth the knowing. Have you obtained?
Not yet.
If you would find knowledge, whether you do or not matters.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man.
Halt! It's just... What do you want? Did the llamas send you? That's good. Someone has to keep them in check. I'm glad you stopped by again. I want you to infiltrate those firemen, mister. There's a lot of art going on over there. I want to make sure they haven't turned into commie bastards. You got that? And don't come back unless you've got information for me. I wanted to get back into the thick of the action out of this desk job, but those firemen are a damn peculiar bunch of ladies. I thought they'd object to my lack of a lower body, but they wouldn't let me join the fire department because they said I couldn't draw naked men. Can't draw naked men? Who the hell wants to? I could draw one if I was a sick commie pervert. Look, I did this last night. What do you think? You don't say. Then you'd better go reconnoiter the fire station, mister. There's a lot of art going on over there. Determine if commie infiltration has occurred in Harvest, and report back here. Your report could make the difference in what I decide to do.
About what, Colonel?
Never mind that, son. It's easier if you don't know. I don't follow. Remember,
of course you don't follow. You got any fucking legs.
Can't talk now, Steve. Come again? Come again? Come again? Come again? Bye-bye.
I'm just gonna go back and be like, yep, they're commies.
Halt! It's just me. What do you want? I knew it. They won't leave me.
Oh my god. You just gotta find that shit and give it to the dudes that let you inside the lodge. And then once you're inside the lodge, you fucking do this shit you need to do.
I warned you not to parade my ledgers around. Now that you've done so, I have a feeling that business is about to pick up.
Oh no! Ah! God. Froze up. Die, motherfucker. Now he's just gone. Hell yeah, free glue. He didn't drop anything. Oh, wasn't I supposed to kill him? He started the fight. That's where he died. Hope he wasn't supposed to drop keys or some shit. Oh. Oh yeah, he used the glue for. I gotta figure out how to give her 25
care to buy?
cents.
Just point. Hello, care to buy? Just point to. That's nice. That's not. That's not.
I think what I'm supposed to do is deposit 25 cents and go to the shelf. How do I I know that that's what I have.
Shave and a haircut, 2 bits.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, that
man.
didn't work.
That's
Hello, Steve. Just point to whatever you want.
Can't figure this out. Want that porno magazine. So let's talk to characters so we get hints.
what? In the dog?
That's a weird looking thing.
What do you mean?
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's? And what?
No.
And
Have you noticed? Well,
have.
Hey, look at that.
Shh. What made him marry imbecile? Well, you can stop me. Good.
I told you I'm busy, Steve. What? That's right, a job. Your father has everything set up at the meat plant.
Work at a slaughterhouse? My memory may be
You'll get used to it, Steve. Sooner or later, you'll have to.
That sounds like a threat.
Just a fact. Harvest is a small town, and if you want to be with Stephanie, you'll have to get your hands dirty. Jobs are scarce, so it's either work for your father or join the lodge if you can. Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know.
Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work. Oh, man.
Seems pretty fun.
Well, that didn't. Well, that didn't work.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Damn it.
Oh.
Well, I'll let you give me hints.
I know you need that ledger from the. Since you go back to the hotel, I get that ledger. You don't already have it?
I do. I have it.
Oh, you need to go to the graveyard. You been in the graveyard yet, bro? Might see a familiar face over there. Someone's just dying to meet you.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't work. Oh, man. Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work. Oh, man. Well, that didn't work.
Oh, hey, that ain't work. Well, that ain't work.
I don't know. I didn't see anything at the cemetery. thought I went past this guy.
Sorry, Steve. Too tired to talk right now. Edna Fitzpatrick is one of the snootiest women in town. I declare there isn't a woman in Harvest that turned me away. If I was interested, that is. Just because she owns DNAs, she's got all these highfalutin ideas about independence. And her with a little girl to raise. That child needs a father. And Edna, well, she needs a good, hard penis.
What makes you so sure she needs a penis?
You saying Edna's getting it from someone else?
Crass.
Like maybe that damn Sheriff Dwayne? He's over at DNA's diner every day from noon to 1, eating his dadgum pie. And I got a feeling he'd like Edna for dessert. Sure, it's the only diner in town, but I'm sure he's got more on his mind than food.
Oh shit.
I'll admit DNA's diner
Go
does
over
good
to Edna's
business.
and check it out. Have you been
Money
to
isn't
Edna's yet?
everything, Toby.
Yeah.
Can money keep you warm at night? Can you wrap your thighs around it? Or rake bloody gashes in its back with your painted hollowed fingernails?
Money, no,
Edna!
the bills.
Edna! So,
Jesus.
how's Stephanie?
God, money, no, that's a
I don't take your meaning.
Ask him frickin' situation. Frickin' situation.
I don't...
How do you spell that?
Oh, SPECHEN space SIE space DEU CHE. Oh, SPRE. See, I forgot the R. It's totally fun.
I
the
don't
spelling of
take
all those,
your
of
meaning.
all those words.
I don't take your... I don't take your meaning.
SPRECHEN.
I...
SIE.
Bye now.
UTSCH. But it didn't do anything special. I was just fucking around.
Sorry. I don't take your... Bye now.
This eye's freaking me out. It's making me uncomfortable.
Really? I didn't need to come here. There we go. Wait a minute. Their whole parking area is a no parking fire lane.
Yeah, it's weird.
I can't talk now. The dishes are stacked up and back and... Mr. Johnson has a... He's never gotten... Stop.
Here, babe, have it same
Yes,
fun.
that's very nice.
That's not pertinent to any investigation.
Cool.
Yes, that's...
The names in these two books match exactly.
One comes from Moynihan's Hotel.
So what?
Do I have to spell it out?
Poppycock. Hobos and bums just wander into Harvest. Sometimes they drop dead. It makes sense that such people would eventually occupy both the hotel and the morgue.
Yeah, but all of them?
Nope. Some blow right through and don't stay at either. Now I'm taking these ledgers and returning them to Mr. Moynihan. As for you, you're under arrest for theft, Steve.
What?
Theft? I just brought you evidence of murder.
Evidence or no, you took these from their rightful owner. That don't get you a citation, son. That gets you a night in the clink.
Is this a game over screen?
Bastion of Justice here in Harvest.
This is your first arrest, Steve. You just remember, we've got a 3 strikes, you're out rule here in Harvest. But you keep your nose clean. You hear?
By the way. Just remember that, don't get arrested 3 times. Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Leave me alone, will ya? This is the good part. You're in trouble. At least I'm not a jailbird. Know what happens to jailbirds? Just like turkeys and chickens, they wind up getting cooked. Fried. Say what? Good.
You want to know what to say to the kid, though?
What?
I'm gonna look up the commands for the boy. What's his name again? Hank?
Yeah.
It's time to get ready for bed.
Alexa, stop.
I told you I'm busy, Steve. Don't forget to put the...
Don't be such a stranger, Steve. And my... Can't talk now, Steve. Don't read you, Steve. Don't be such a...
Trying to look shit up. I wasn't finding anything. We were in.
Yes, yes, very nice. But do you have any meat?
Are you making some kind of...
Take a look at these. The guest books to both.
The names are identical. Steve, this is worse than I thought. Looks like out-of-towners don't live long in Harvest.
And if we're really out-of-towners, as we suspect we are...
Get us out of here, Steve, before it's too late.
I think you guys need to knock boots.
Are you making... Are you making... Are you making...
Oh, man. Well, that didn't work. Oh, man. Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work. Okay.
Colin, you're looking very sick now. It's so white. You're all green. You look like the Mr. No Man. Like those stickers they used to put on the bottles when they was not to drink it.
Harsh. But
Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work.
Mr. Yuck.
I mean, you look like Mr. No with a beard.
I want to go upstairs and talk to Stephanie. She'd enjoy the company. Sorry, I didn't...
he's still live in this game.
Heed my
I
regard.
feel like at this point you might be able to beat it in one sitting.
Can't say I'm much in.
Well, I gotta
Can't say.
figure some more shit out here. Trying to get this man his meat. I'm gonna be needing you to run.
I actually, while you weren't hearing me talk, I actually legit fell asleep.
I'm gonna need you to run tips for me in a minute here. I just can't figure this out.
Okay.
You got this at more in your hands, didn't you? A good explanation for a foolish act. You're barking up the wrong tree, Steve. Don't waste time spreading gossip and antagonizing people. Join the Order of the Harvest Moon. Only then will your education be complete. Seeing you here again, one would think you'd never graduate. Oops, you just drop in again soon.
I mean, there's like shit like, Deputy Loomis that has a porn addiction. So, if you give him dirty magazines, he'll go away to use them, and he can look inside his drawer for some shit.
How do I buy the dirty magazines? Man, that principal went down like a sack of bricks.
What were you thinking? Attacking someone like that? With so many witnesses around.
Somebody help me!
Talk to the owner, learn about Deputy Loomis.
What do you people want from me?
Coffee machine.
Too late for that, boy. Ain't it,
Buy the
Sergeant?
dirty magazine. Pay the woman with your nickels.
Nickels? I have a quarter.
Be found in the lodge, and you must be alive to see them.
I guess that's what you use to buy them with.
Yeah, it's because I beat up the principal. They killed me. At the general store. Says my inventory up here, it says I have 25 cents. grab a quarter. Full magazine for 25 cents, Miss pay Mrs. Phelps, before you can buy anything.
Hello,
Talk to
Steve.
Mrs.
Care
Phelps.
to buy anything?
Care to buy anything today? Yes,
Just
please.
point to what.
Nothing. Can't click on the cash register. Don't know how to give her money. I know there's a free copier there, but how do I get her the money to buy? Do I use the 25 cents?
My stars, I do enough bookkeeping on my own.
Damn it. Okay. Well, that didn't work. Oh, man.
I don't know if that makes a difference.
Ask her about what?
Hello, Steve. Care to buy?
Ask her about what?
Just point to what.
Loomis, Deputy Loomis.
Hello, care to? Okay, dear. You check back and
Loomis.
come back. Hello, care to buy?
Well, let me talk to
Just
her.
point to what.
Have you applied to the lodge?
No.
You have to apply to the lodge.
Oh, there was a pen in my room. And I missed.
And this game runs on a day and night cycle, by the way.
Yeah. What the quarter's back again?
I mean, I'm looking at the walkthrough right here, and that's what I'm describing to you as a day one goal.
Yeah, I thought I don't know how the quarter got back. Or why it said 25 cents in the corner of my thing before.
A girly magazine? Why, Steve, I'm surprised at you. I'd expect that sort of thing from Deputy Loomis, but never from you. He's always coming in here oogling the girly magazines behind my counter. Darned if I'd sell him one, though. I know his wife, for heaven's sakes.
Well, will you sell me one?
I certainly will, Steve. That kind of interest is healthy for a young fellow. Steers him away from being a fireman.
Damn it. Oh, man.
Can you view the Girly magazine?
Damn it. Okay. Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work.
Hello, Steve. Care to buy? Okay, dear. Come back.
Come back anytime. Thank you. What are you buying? What are you selling? School's out for summer.
What's that got to do with me?
Yeah, big boy.
Anything?
Here now.
Help yourself. Speaking of which, you're real lucky to be marrying Steph. Why, you sure ought to appreciate what a man's gotta do sometimes in a parked car, or a waist-high knothole in a tree, or jail cell at noon. Matter of fact, Mrs. Phelps got no reason not to sell you some of them French postcard girly picture books. If you can get any, it's see clear to part with them. Bring them round when the sheriff's at lunch, and I'd be obliged. Of course, I don't necessarily mean French postcards. Mrs. Phelps down. But she won't sell me none on account of she knows my wife, Mrs. Loomis. Dadgum if that don't burn my enough to break a man's heart. Her burning my French postcards and me unable to replace them. Anytime. Oh.
Anytime, anywhere.
Oh. 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 Think it over, okay? Yeah.
Oh.
It's my copy, right?
Okay. Damn it.
That's nice.
Oh. Oh. Oh, thank
Steve, you want to give me a girly magazine, Steve? I need to go drink it, Steve, in the jail cell. Okay, now search his desk. Oh, you need, oh. Okay, you were able to open it. There you go. There's somewhere where you can find a screwdriver, too. What the fuck are you now?
Evidence room.
How's this place? Ah.
Hello, Steve. Where's Loomis?
You'll be coming around the mountain if you come. Oh, that's good.
Loomis, damn you!
Wait, no, 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 no! No!
Straining up the mattress again. Folding up the towels. Charlie, snake!
Man, you got Loomis in trouble.
Oh, man.
William.
Fucking this shit. Hear that spider shot back.
Well, that didn't work.
That's nice.
Dumb kid go.
Big whoops. Big whoops.
Okay. Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work. Okay. Well, that didn't work. Oh, man. Damn it. Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work. Damn it.
Sorry, son. No time to talk. Neither rain nor... Next time... What does this mean? That's an interesting item, but the fact that you asked me that question proves you know nothing. You do that, Steve. Not knowing what we're guilty of, how much trouble can you cause? Sorry, son. No time to... Next time you... What does... This is unexpected and awkward. But my luck's been bad ever since Dwayne found that darn gas can at the newspaper building the day after the fire. He has this insane notion that it's mine. I pay him not because I'm guilty, but because I don't want him slurring my good name around Harvest.
Oh, naturally.
You know, he keeps that gas can in the evidence room at his office. I'd be really grateful to whoever could fetch me that can. Grateful enough to provide him with a lodge application. Oh, and Steve, you'll keep this to yourself. If you're smart.
There you go, man.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. After all this time.
Where's my application, Boyle?
Here, take it. With my thanks. You know, this morning as I was making my rounds, I noticed an awful lot of television aerials on the roofs. Seems like more and more each day. You got me this can just in time, youngster. I may have need of it again.
What do you mean?
There's another reason why Sheriff Dwayne didn't investigate the Sentinel fire. If you'd like to get something else on the blackmailing bastard, check around the television station. While you still can.
Damn it. Well, that didn't work. That's a ticket. Well, that didn't work.
I see you've managed to acquire an application. That demonstrates resourcefulness, a desirable trait for prospective members. You need a rest. Report back here for your next assignment.
watching this game,
Alright. Fuck you.